Alright, hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're doing something actually a bit differently. Recently my videos have been on a certain game, a One Piece game we've been developing. This video is not actually going to be on that, this video is just going to be on how to script, because we lost a lot of progress because one of our devs deleted everything. We have forgiven him in that, but we did lose a decent amount, so not much has changed since last time. So I thought I'd release another video on that once we get a bit more done since the last video. So this video will be on actually how to script in that. I do want to go through a couple basic things first. You'll probably have this thing on your side. It'll probably be like this. Over here called toolbox. You don't need that. That's toolbox kind of. Some people do use toolbox in that. Um, Personally, I don't really like to use the toolbox. We usually either script our own things or use Blender for modeling, stuff like that. So for this, you can just close that to have a bit more room here. Couple more things. Up here is where you're gonna find like a decent amount of things you can change. Import Blender models here. Add a part here. What does this do? Oh, that just sends you to the UI thing. Um, that opens and closes toolbox, terrain editor, and then you got your rotate, scale, move, and select tool, which is this. And then you can control Z to go back, and then we got rotate. I don't think your rotations will be like this, um, and your move won't be like this. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what your rotate thing will be, but I'm pretty sure your move will be one stud. You can turn this um these off to rotate super smoothly if you need perfect rotation, like some sort of rotation customization. And you can set this on if you want to do that, or you can set it off if you want more smoother movements to put in between places you couldn't before. Um, uh, yeah, there's that. We have output here, which is actually really helpful. Um, This can be used for, yeah, it's mostly used for debugging or telling, like, you can print things out and stuff to tell what's happened. Very useful. And if you ever want to, like, if there's some things in it and you don't want it to be there, you can press Control K to clear it. Or I think you can just press this now. Over here is your Explorer, which is, so these are all in a hierarchy called, like, Game. You don't really get to see it. And then all of these are little like folders within that game. You got workspace, which is everything you really see in here, everything in the actual playable world, the actual game. That would include the spawn point or the base plate, terrain, camera, I guess. Um, then thing. I guess I can go a bit more deep actually into the Pro Explorer here. Then you got players, which would be all players in your game. So if I press play real quick, which is here, and then you can press stop. But then since I'm in this game, or whatever, I will have a players thing with tons of information, my backpack, my starter gear, my player GUI, my player scripts. But also, because if you see, I am in the game world. So I would also be in workspace here, which is my physical body. Then again, you can move it with this. Don't worry, players won't be. Oh god, sorry about that. Laptop just did a flash of telling me battery is low. Plug that in real quick. Right, we're chill, ready to go again. Players won't actually be able to do this in game. This is only in studio. Rotate yourself if you want. It's a bit funky, but you can do that if you want. Yeah. You can deselect yourself and then deselect the select tool so you're back to normal. Stop the game is here. Alright. Then we have lighting, which is all like the lighting, the atmosphere, the sky, suns. I think it's even time. You can control the time here. Yeah, time of day. You can do all that. I'm not really good with the lighting stuff, so there are not like I don't know everything in it, sadly, because there's also a lot of things I don't use, and I guess that means you don't really have to use it. Sometimes you use lighting to like make your game look better. Material services, to be honest, don't know what this is either, but I'm having a guess. It's to do with the material manager, material generator, which is like an AI sort of thing. Um, Replicate first, very good question. What the fuck is that? Replicated storage. This is like a little storage thing. So you will can like let's put a part in there. There is this part. It's not in the game world, but it's in like the information of the game. So like this can be very useful for later things. We use it a lot in our other games. It you can so let's say you like create something like a house. Uh, I'm not gonna actually create a house, but God, this is in the way. Boom, house. I guess yes. But you don't want it to be in the actual game yet. You'll probably have like a script that mentions it, and then like maybe the player adds it into that thing. Yeah, the world or something by clicking a button, stuff like that. So you'd have it in replicated storage, and you'd have some script mentioning this, grabbing it. You also put stuff like remote events in here, maybe string values or integer values. So they're not actually in the world or anything, they're just like information within the game. That's how I would describe it. Server storage, real good fucking question. No idea. Started UI. Aha. This is stuff that lives within the 2D realm of your game. This front screen. You always start by adding like a screen GUI, then you can add a frame. GUI is a bit funky. If I were to size it like this, it's like this, all good. You think, wow. Then if you go into tests and devices, it's a bit like if I move it over here, press devices, it's gonna be up against that wall now. I can move it in that wall, go out of device. It's not inside the wall anymore. It doesn't scale with the device. But you can fix that by like going here to scale and setting the scale of these two first things. A lot of people do 1 0 1 0. So you'd go here, go 1 comma 0 comma 1 comma 0, setting it to the size of your whole screen. Then without touching the positioning or shit, you would scale it yourself. And yeah, now if I put it in the wall, if I go devices, it is the same in the wall. I put it over here, it is over there. It scales with the device now. So that's how to do that. It also has a lot of other things you can do. UI, just search UI and you'll see a lot of things. UI size constraint, UI. I don't use a lot of these. I usually use UI corner, UI gradient. I'll sometimes use UI grid layout because that is actually like really nice. Um, yeah, those are the ones I mainly use. But yeah, that's that. Did I turn caps on? Yes. Um, Starter pack. That's the pack you'll have the tools the player starts with when they first join the game. I just added a tool there. Down here, I'll have a tool in my thing. You get the point. Ta-da! Yes, I have it now. Yes, that's just what you get when you start the game. Start a player. You you change a lot of properties here of how your player starts. Character walk, speed, character max slope angle, character jump height. You get the drift, all that stuff. Then we have start a character and start a player scripts. A lot of my friends that do want to learn like scripting and that, they're always wondering what's the difference between player? What's the difference between player and character? Yeah. Um, Start a player is the one that is in the players folder. So how you saw when I was playing earlier, I was in two locations. My information storage here about all my information, data, my character, appearance, all that is here within the players folder. This is start a player. Now start a character is your character in the workspace. This version of you, the one you see walking around and all that, which stores your body parts, your accessories, your animations, your humanoid. And your humanoid's the thing that keeps you basically alive. It stores other information, such as your health, your hip height, so on, so forth. So yeah, that's start a character, workspace, start a player, players folder. Teams, I guess that's something to do with teams. Yep. I had a blue team and I call it yes. Now if I press play, I guess I'm in the blue team called yes. Yeah, it's really that simple. Sound service. Didn't even know this existed till right now. Um, Pretty funny, eh? But yeah, and text chat services, that's also something. Yeah, that's something. Um, how much time have we done? 14 minutes, and that was just the introduction. All right, this um will probably just mostly be actually on the main stuff. Next video can be about scripting, I guess. So here, model. This has also a decent amount of stuff. I think transform is like all aspects, scale, rotation, positioning. So for all those who want that all in one, we're pretty good at doing all that stuff. Yeah, that's for you. If you want to be quick and you're good at using that. What is pivot? Is that like the pivot point? Yeah. Pivot point. So it's like the hinge, I guess, of it. So if I move it there, yeah. that part now rotates around that new hinge pivot. You get the point. I haven't added my rotations back to normal. Oh god. Alright, well, that's gonna be a little bit messed up. Actually, I can just. Alright, so pivot back to normal. Align tool? God, I'm learning with you guys. Alright, that's too complex. Part, obviously, part. Material manager. I guess this is. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is where you are, like, have all your materials and you can edit them and whatever, I think. Yeah. Color. Let's say I select this part. I have the select tool. I think I can change its color. Yeah, over here. It would be changed. No, or not. Right? Yeah, or not. Oh, or yes. All right, I just had to select it. Yeah, I didn't finish home either. Um, let's go back to white. Anchor. So if I lift this up, I press run. Because it's anchored, it won't fall. It does not get affected by gravity. You cannot push it. It is stuck there. If you turn anchor off, it gets affected by gravity. Players can push it. Blah 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 blah. Yes. I think I can just lift it back up again as well, and it will fall. Yep. That's anchored, not anchored. Blah blah blah. Lock. That's really simple. You just do this, and you can unlock, lock, and basically locking just allows you to not select it. So if I unlock this, I can now select the base plate. I can move it around. Oh, by the way, how I'm moving is I click the thing and press F. Instantly get to it. But then if I lock it again, you'll see I can't select it. I can select that. If I lock it, I then cannot select it. That's locking, unlocking, grouping. Yeah, you just get two paths. You group. You can also control G is a shortcut to group. Now, if you select one, you got both. If you want to select a single one, you hold Alt, like hold down Alt, and you can select a single one in a group. Boom. And Control U to ungroup. Um, Also, how I duplicate, Control D is an instant duplication, or you can Control C, Control V, but it does not keep the positioning. If you Control D, it keeps the positioning until you move it. I think we're done with that. Oh, you got game settings here. You can save the game to Roblox. I won't be doing that. Um, Here, Union. There's a couple things. Union's kind of like a group, but instead of a group, it's all one object. Does lose its decal, but like see over here, it is all one object. You can't control U because it's not a group. Can you control U? I guess you can control. No, 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 you cannot. Right, I was just stupid. I don't know what I did. How did I? Alright, alright, yeah, it's control I, nope. Alright, I don't know how I ununion that. Anyways, you usually click separate. Negate. Wrong thing. Negate. Then if you put something in there, control you can click this and hold control to select two things. Now if you actually union it, you'll see that negate bit will cut out of this, the main bit. That's what that does. Um, effects. Here's effects: lighting, sparkles, beam, trail, smoke, fire. I don't think it gets put into the thing I've. Oh, it does. All right. There's like a fiery effect. You can mess around with effects in that. You can click spawn to quickly add in a spawn. Um, yeah. Insert object. You just get a whole mass of objects here you can put in. Model creates it. Or it does that. I was thinking it would create an automatic object. You got some of this stuff. I have no clue. Module script, local script, server script. You'll learn about one of those in a future video of mine, I guess. Avatar. I guess some accessory stuff, a rig builder. Some things I've never used before. Test. This is for if you're lonely, you have no friends, you can choose amount of players, you can blah blah blah, and then if you press start, I don't think you'll be able to see it, but it opens up multiple versions of Roblox with your little bodies that you can test your things with. I'm gonna just close them real quick to get back to the video. View. This is where you can close a lot of things. This one I guess I don't even need. Properties, Explorer. I don't think we've gotten into properties yet, so we need to do that. Your output and your command bar thing. We can close command. Actually, I'll keep command bar open. You have a lot of things here. Plugins. Um, yeah, just plugins you get. You can get a decent amount of these. I have two moon animes. Um, very funny, but yes. Yeah, I have two moon animes. Is there a difference between the two? I know I downloaded, like, one of my friends sent me a link to a free one the other day, even though I already had the real one. I don't know which one is which though. Pretty sure this is the real one. Anyways, um, there's those that can help you out or whatever. Alright, now let's quickly get into properties. Let's make a part here. Alright, so properties are down here, and or unless you like move it somewhere else, you can always move it around. But I like it in its like main state of how you start. So brick color, it opens up this color palette that it starts with ones with names. Gold, no gold's here. Gold, really red, toothpaste, really black, something white, instrument. Wait, word white. Yeah, it's a complex word. Cast shadow is just, it's kind of self-explanatory. Do you want it to cast shadow or not? Then we got color here, which is more customizable color. Boom. Yep, we got that. And I guess it's green now. I don't really like green, but it's green now. Um, we got material. These are, yeah, the material of the part. Basalt, concrete. You want it to be grass. With a leafy grass. There's a lot of customizable ones. Ground. You get the drift. And then the material variant, like if you have materials you've made or have created with AI, reflectancy, how much it reflects stuff. I think with the current material, it doesn't reflect. If I get fabric, maybe. No, that's fabric. I meant foil. Or not. Sometimes it reflects, sometimes it doesn't, I guess. But yep. That's that's like reflectancy. It sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Never use it. It's kind of bad. I'm just gonna say. But I guess if you're good at making things look good, you can maybe use that. Transparency, very useful things. Transparency, sorry about that. Transparency is how much you can see through it. One being the highest, making it completely see through. Zero being the lowest, making it completely opaque. And then anywhere in between. Let me just. Alright. Locked. You saw that earlier. Its sizing, like what its size is. You got the XYZ axis. X being, I think, blue. Nope, that's red. Y being the green, obviously, because it's up and down. And Z, that means Z is the blue. Yeah. And positioning, also XYZ. Vector 3. Change positioning. Yeah. Orientation, rotation. It just, yeah, rotates the thing. Origin, something. Yeah, very good. Position. Oh, this is its pivot position. So if you want to change where its pivot point is, which you can also change here at a pivot. But that's if you want to change it in the properties. Can collide. If you have it can collide anchored off, it'll kind of just fall through the map. Yeah, anchored. You know, custom physics. You can change the density, elasticity, mass, the friction weight. You know, massless, make it weigh 0. Root priority. Something like that, yeah. Its shape, what shape do you want it? Corner wedge, ball, cylinder, wedge. And some stuff like that you can test with. I guess that's really it. I've gone over all the basics. So, hope I taught you guys something. I'll create another video. I think next video will be something about scripting. So, if you want to know about scripting, wait till next video. See you guys. Hope you have a great day.